birds, the scavengers. And this picture is from Guwahati, and this bird is a critically endangered bird called greater adjutant. So you can imagine uh, how we are treating our wildlife. Not a species pair. I'm sure many of you must have seen, because we are talking from the snake park, many of you must have seen that video of cobra regurgitating the water bottle, or the plastic ring stuck in a snake's body. And we've also not left our mountains. So plastic has reached the base of Mount Everest and maybe more. So when you throw something away, where is this away? This still looks better. Trust me when I say this is a better dump yard than you would actually see in a city. This is a landfill area of a very small city called Ramnagar. It's around Corbett Tiger Reserve. So this is urban landfill. This is the rural landfill where people don't have a system. They find a spot, they throw the waste in the jungle, or they burn it. Or if you are a responsible citizen, you would dig a deep hole and put the waste inside it. But this is exactly what is happening in majority of India. Let's see what waste is. Okay, very simple. We see a very nice marketing thing by Akshay Kumar or Hrithik Roshan, and all of a sudden we feel like, oh, I want this. Oh, that person. Maybe as wildlifers we are more responsible, but we are very few. We are endangered species, but there are many people. Even I was, till 2 years ago, I was the same. I wanted things which were online marketing and everything. So we lose interest in these things. If they get damaged, we don't find any use of it. Any single use items and things that we don't need but we want it, you know, eventually these things land up in a landfill. So what should we do? What should you do? Start to refuse. This is a very, so all these R's I'm sharing with you, the first R, the maximum importance you have to make is to refuse. Whoever is giving you anything in single use item, a paper plate, that plate with silver foil, the thermocol plate, fruity, chips, all these things, trust me, it's very difficult, but you can refuse Maggie also. So start to refuse, reduce as much as you can, because it's very difficult for us. Starting from the day as we get up, we start using our brushes, which are plastic. Everything we use is plastic. So start to reduce as much plastic as you can. Try to reuse, only use plastic that can be reused. Okay? Recycle. When you start to do a proper management of your waste, you'll understand a lot of it you can recycle. Okay, and recover as much as you can. So recycling and recovering, I'm not asking you to sit at home and start recycling your product. You can go find a scrap dealer or give opportunity to any local people to recycle. And then the little red dot, that's a rot written. So things should only rot, that is only 5 to 10% of our waste. Okay, that is human waste. So try and increase the amount of blues in your life and reduce the red. How will you do it? Very simple, very simple. Just say no to one dustbin. And here there are 3 dustbins. For starters, for beginners, you can have just 2, maybe wet waste and dry waste. And the reject waste, you can wrap it up and keep with the dry waste itself. For people who want to go one step ahead, you can have 3 bins. And trust me, there are people I know who have 8 dustbins in their house. For paper, for glass, for plastic, everything they have a different dustbin. And that helps. So start this now. Let's talk in detail about the kind of waste, how much percentage it has in your life, and how you can reduce it. So food waste and horticulture waste, that is your garden waste, it's almost 60% of the waste. So imagine the 100% waste which is being mixed right now, 60% of it is food waste. So if you are around rural areas, then you can find some livestock and feed whatever you can. If you're in urban areas, there are lots of different procedures for it, for composting the waste. So everything, so many people ask me a question, is onion peel a food waste? Yes, it is. Is eggshell a food waste? Yes, it is. All these are not dry waste. Dry waste, we just say that it's a dry waste. All this is organic waste. Even hair clumps are compostable. If you have dirty newspaper, you can compost it. Floor sweeps, even that. Okay, so all of this can be composted, and this is also not a waste. This is, gold for farmers. So either you can use for yourself, for your park, for your garden, or you can just throw it off once you've composted it. So now I will give you some techniques. These are not thumb rules. There are endless possibilities for your food waste, but like energy pillars. This is for people like me who live alone, sad. No, I'm kidding. So find a tree, a beautiful tree around you, and feed the tree. Dig a hole around the tree. Maybe this time you're digging a hole on north direction. Shove your food waste inside it, cover it up, come back next week, find another spot on the same tree, again do the same thing. This gives an energy to the tree. So this is just for a single person. There are options for a family of 4 also. If you don't have, space in your garden, in your farmland, then you can use these Kamba compost or smart bin. This is very easy to do. You just keep shoving your food waste. They give you a little bit of powder with it, which is, which helps in composting the food waste. And then you keep, so you can see the tap in the smart bin, that the leachate that comes out from the food waste, that you can dilute with water and also spray in your garden. So this also is an option. Apart from that, for establishments, for parks, for hotels also, this is very easy. The enclosed compost unit, it is very cheap, maybe 500 to 600 rupees you will require to make a structure like this. And with you layer the food waste with twigs, green grass, brown leaves, and you cover it up. So this will keep it animal proof, and whole of this structure can take around 3 to 4,000 kgs of food waste. Now imagine 3 to 5,000 kgs of food waste would have been just lying here and there with some plastic. The NADEP structure, yes, you can do that also. It'll stay for long, and it's also similar to enclosed compost unit. So this is the organic aerobic method. If you want to know more about food waste, we can talk that in detail. So what happens when you, this is just a PPT to revise with Vaidan. What happens when you throw your food waste in plastic bag or just like that? There's researchers say that when food waste combines with plastic, it emits gases which acts like traps to animals. So these actually don't smell dirty to animals, these smell like food. Imagine being an animal eating plastic. So start avoiding wasting food, take only what you want, even if it's your mother wanting you to just eat, just take what you can eat. Choose local produce, start saying no to Maggie, start saying no to chips packets. 60 to 70% of your problem is solved here. Just remember to use a dustbin which is covered and airtight, and you don't have any pests around, and it's not out in the open in the rain. Okay, and you can of course use the compost. Usually it takes around 3 to 4 months, but if it's a very cold place, then it will take more than 4 5 months. So dry recyclables. See, I'm not writing waste anywhere because I've not reached to the point where we are talking about waste. So I've not started to talk trash till now for David. 30% of dry recyclables is also not a problem if you segregate it. So old torn clothes, paper, cardboard, glass, even if it is broken, just make sure that you cover it up and then you put it in the bin so that nobody gets hurt. Metal, tin, aluminum cans, silver foil, but not the ones that you use to cover your food. If you've covered silver foil with food, it's dirty, it will go in landfill. So if you're kind enough to wash it off and put it in your dry waste bin, please do that. And plastic bottles of all kind, shampoo bottles also, rubbers, all these things I'm talking about, this is maybe my local scrap dealer will take. So you'll have to find out what all your scrap dealer takes. One more thing to add on is if you have 2-3 clothes, okay, and little bit, maybe 2-3 beer bottles, the scrap dealer will not take it. Try and store these products. Try and ask someone, maybe find a space. Maybe find a space and then store all these things. Now we'll be talking about the problem material. Okay? Tetra Pak, Fruity, Maaza, Real Juice, 100% organic, Lay's chips, Haldirams, all these, Thermocol. Why I've put packaging thermocol here, but please include the styrofoam cups, mugs, plates, and everything, and cigarette butts. All these 4 products are recyclables, but they are not sold locally. Okay, it's very difficult for you to, it will be difficult for you to find a scrap dealer for these. So Tetra Pak, for example, when I used to work in Corbett, in rural areas you don't have that much, but majorly in cities people Tetra Pak. There's, you won't find people having the fresh milk. So it wasn't a big problem in rural area, but chips packet, it was a very big problem. So all these things, chips packet, the government in many states have issued an order without giving a technical know-how to make roads out of it. But then of course, they don't have funds for the technical stuff, and they don't have chips packet. Where will they find these chips packet? They can't, keep going around and collecting just the chips packet. Again, it's expensive. So what you can do for the government is have a system around, maybe like a piggy bank around for just chips packet, so that you can reuse it. Thermocol. carcinogenic, the worst kind of plastic ever. This is 75% air. This was only supposed to be used as packaging material, but thanks to I don't know who, we are using it to eat things on it. And it's literally poison. This is poison you are eating. So I say just no to thermocol. Okay. Then cigarette butts. That is also recyclable. There's not locally again. There's a organization in Noida called Code Enterprise. These guys they upcycle this product. So all these products, instead of recycling, locally you can upcycle it. Upcycling, if I have to tell you, it's making some craft items out of it, chips packet, you can make carpets and everything. There's endless possibilities. There's this very dangerous waste which we don't think about because we don't generate enough of it. So have another small box for e-waste. If you don't find an e-waste center around you, keep collecting it and maybe send it through via somebody to an e-waste center only. See, you will find scrap dealers who are ready to take your e-waste, but they will break it off, they will use the plastic, some metals, and throw away the hazardous material in the landfill. So I suggest send your e-waste to only e-waste centers. So I'm giving the scrap dealer's rate card not for you to become a scrap dealer, but if you think about it, if you get many people together, if place for proper waste management, then it will give you an idea. So all these rates, please note, these are local rates which are found out from the kabadiwalas around. You have to find out your own rates. So glass bottle, if it's not broken, it's 3 rupees per kg. But if it's broken, maybe 50 paisa or 1 rupee. Cardboard is sellable. Aluminium can is 50 rupees per kg, but of course you need a lot of it. Rubber, so why 2 to 16 is 16 rupees would be the tires, per kg. Hard plastic, all these products depends on the quality. So hard plastic maybe 3 rupees per kg. In some places, Tetra Pak is sold with the cardboard, same 5 rupees or 3 rupees. Multi-layered plastic. So let me tell you guys, Nitin Gadkari, if you know about him, he had in one of his videos shared that the multi-layered plastic should be sold for 13 rupees per kg. And that is the time when we started realizing the importance of it, not before that. Only thing is, this awareness to reach mass public and for people to start asking for this kind of development. So all your chips packets can be sold for 10 rupees, even some places it's even 20 rupees. Cigarette butts, again, the Code Enterprise in Noida, from 200 to 150 to 200 rupees per kg they take. So I'm not asking you to start smoking, but if you see someone smoking, you can just share this with them. The thermocol can only be upcycled because the plant for thermocol, the machinery for thermocol recycling, that's mostly compressing the thermocol, is really expensive, and we don't have that in India. So try not to use something which can't be sold, can't be recycled, and it never dies. E-waste, 50 rupees per kg to 80 rupees per kg. Then single-use plastic, again 10 rupees. And plastic bags, the polythenes you get your vegetables in, maybe or maybe not, that's 3 rupees per kg. So I'm sure you would find one or two things here which surprised you. We'll ask you later. How long till it's gone? Well, this is wrong to say it's gone because none of the waste that we produce is totally gone. This is just not being visible to us. So I'll give you like 2 seconds before I change the picture so that you can keep the numbers in your mind and how many years this will be not visible to you anymore or decomposes. Okay. So nylon fabric, 30 to 40 years. Paper and cardboard, 2 weeks to 3 months. Glass, million years. Tin, aluminium, all these things, 50 years. Plastic, so please remember different kind of plastic will take different time, but in general 450 years. Imagine the water bottle which you threw in some dustbin somewhere would still be there for 100 years later. Rubber, so remember it's not just the chappals which is showing in the presentation, it's also the tires, 50 to 80 years. The recyclables we talked about, which is not sold locally, Tetra Pak. Please remember this before opening those milk cartons. 500 years, it'll still be there. So before throwing it off, there's just a small request. Just wash it off and throw it in your bin, the dry waste bin. Otherwise, it will start stinking and it won't be of any use for recycling. Chips packets, 75 to 100 years, contaminating soil, water, and air. Oh, this one is very interesting. So, according to International Agency for Research on Cancer, has identified this as carcinogenic, means it causes 32 kinds of cancer and it will never, never, never decompose. Cigarette butts, just 10 to 12 years, but it can contaminate your soil and water very easily. So just a short revision on what you must do with your dry waste. Reduce your footprint and avoid creating waste. Have those different kind of bins and not mixed waste. Find a local recycler for your dry recyclables. Talk to your authorities. If you are around in urban areas, you can talk to the Nagar Palika, municipal corporation. Or if you're in rural areas also, let me tell you, there are a lot of schemes by the government in villages which are ODF. So if your village is not ODF, which means open defecation free, talk to your Gram Pradhan, ask him to get your village ODF. And if your village becomes ODF, which I'm sure it is, get your local authorities to start working on setting up a waste management system for your village. And find an e-waste center. So non-recyclable waste. This is technically waste. Only the 10% of what right now all of it we are throwing, 10% is actual waste. That is human waste, sanitary waste, baby diapers, all the dry recyclable waste which was money we talked about, if that is soiled, if that is dirty, it is waste. And imagine a sanitary napkin or baby diaper used for few hours will remain in this land for 500 to 800 years. So apart from wrapping properly and disposing it, try also to think about the sustainable ways to reduce this waste. medical waste really harmful? If you have, I hope you don't have much, but if you have, please wrap it up and only then give it to medical waste center, which where it will be properly incinerated. So let's see how waste management is happening today and what we want or where we want to be tomorrow. Right now, beautiful dump-yards, colorful plastic bags, what it should be. This we want. A structure, a scientific landfill where your waste is not touching the soil, it's not touching the groundwater. Whatever leachate that comes out is pumped up and it's treated. The methane gas that comes out of it is recovered and is used in several different industries. So that's not trash. That even when it goes to the scientific landfill, it still is generating a lot for you and not produce, polluting the air, water, and soil. And it doesn't look like this. Okay. So instead of throwing 75% of waste in the dump yards openly, where animals would come, where slowly you'll start seeing tigers. We have seen a lot of pictures of tigers with plastic now. Only 5 to 10% of waste will go in this scientific landfill. Please imagine that beautiful time where we'll have so many scientific landfills in our country, where you won't see the waste around lying around the forest areas. You won't see lion-tail macaques having those plastic bags, but all this waste will be either recycled or dumped in scientific landfills. So start with baby steps. After having your dustbin sorted, having 3 dustbins or 2 dustbins or 5 dustbins, take these very small steps. Please don't use mineral water bottles because it's not minerals, it's more bacteria than minerals. Say no to single-use mugs. So mostly what happens when I talk about these mugs, Nescafe mugs, people are, no, they are paper cups. No, we are educated people and we know that paper will not stand the hot coffee or hot tea. So this still is lined with plastic, and the thinner the plastic, the more chances it will go inside you. So avoid that, avoid plastic bags, carry your own bags, and eat fresh, avoid packaged food. And if you're already doing it, great. So manage your waste. Once you've managed your waste, don't just keep it to yourself. Go out of your house or wherever you work and take it as a challenge for, cleaning up the 10 yards. Because if you're not living, if around you 10 yards are clean, then you're living in heaven. Right now, if go out, take this challenge and try to clean up that area. Try to make people participate in it so that your area remains clean. Spread awareness. Don't stay mum. If somebody is doing something wrong, maybe burning waste in front of you, if somebody is offering you something in single-use items, please say no. Even if you think they will mind, start saying no. Then liaison with the local authorities. This is next level if you want to take. And definitely volunteer with the local organizations which are working with waste. It gives them a lot of motivation. It also will end the stigma around working with waste, because trust me, there's a lot of taboo around waste which still we as Indians follow. So volunteer or donate, whatever you can. Know your plastic. We've often seen these triangles. If you've not seen already, just make sure you, take a bottle and look under it, there'll be a sign like this. So these are all the different kind of resins, the different kind of resins of plastic, and all these materials you can see. So I'll just quickly, this is what you will find on Google. What you will not find on Google, that is something which I would like to share with you. So what makes plastic transparent and shiny and flexible are the very dangerous chemicals called BPA and phthalates. Okay, so the single-use items, the first number, the PET bottles, are to be used only for single use. The mineral water bottle which you keep carrying for treks, please stop using it more because it will contain BPA and phthalates in more number. It's not heat resistant, and all these carcinogenic agents will go inside you, and it's a slow poison. So these are supposed to be only single use items. The second number is again the same. Most of the things you will find will be food items in this, again to be used only for the purpose and then thrown away. Please stop reusing it. Most of the people in India, they continue using plastic, and you will notice how it turns its color. After some times, you will see the change in the color of plastic you have been using. The third kind of plastic is kind of dangerous, but it mostly you won't see in food products and all these things. These are the PVC pipes you see. So nothing really to be worried of. Then fourth number is low density plastic, mostly used in hotel industries. That is the cling wrap and trash bags. You know those bags you say, recycled bags and organic bags and everything. So these are the items. They're said to be heat resistant. Plastic, whatever is made with this sign of 6 number in between, that is only for packaging materials, only for packaging. This was supposed to be only used in industries, but somehow these packaging items are packing foods also. So this is carcinogenic. Please avoid anything with this 6 number sign. Then apart from that, all the others which are not mentioned from 1 to 6 are 7 number. So anything which has 7 number, it means that it's either recycled or contains BPA, and it's very harmful. So choose your plastic well, even if you're not able to say no to it sometimes. Just keep this in mind, to turn your bottle, to turn your product and see what it is made of. And don't fall for this. Most of the kids product nowadays, you'll see it's written BPA free. So what is BPA? It's bisphenol A, and it has been used since 1960s in plastic. Okay, so nowadays, because many people are being aware that BPA is harmful, okay, for products like baby oil and baby products, they've started to write BPA free. Please remember, if it's BPA free, there is something else which is there to make it even more harmful, which is not being used since 1960s, but it has just been introduced now. So don't fall for this gimmick. Go for silicone, go for steel products, go for copper products, but don't use plastic. So now that you know a little about plastic, you know a little about how to manage your waste, and you somehow plan to do a community cleanup. You know, nowadays, a lot of people do cleanups. So, how to plan a community cleanup? Maybe I won't tell you in that much of detail because you'll find the location, you'll find people to clean up and everything. What I'll tell you is just some things that you can keep in mind to do a proper cleanup. So if you can see in the picture, there are two colored of bags, white and yellow. So remember, before you start a cleanup, tell everyone that how you're planning to conduct this cleanup, on what location uh, you are trying to collect the waste in different colors of bags so that recyclables are separate and non-recyclables, which are straight away to be sent to the dump yard, are in separate bags. You must have community participation. So if we are a team of 8 people, we friends, plan to do a cleanup in this dirty spot, I will still go around. If there are any shops, if there are any residential areas, I would still request them that we are planning to clean up. Would you like to join? So that spreads awareness. Okay. Then segregation on spot. So first segregation you're doing by collecting the waste in reusable bags and recyclable bags and non-recyclable bags. The second kind of segregation will be done for recyclable items. That is, you can segregate the plastic separately, glass separately, multi-layer plastic separately. All this you can have a segregation stall so that people can see how different kind of recyclables are. Also, you can do a brand audit. So keep all the Parley products separately, keep whatever local brands you have separately, Haldiram. So all this, you can do a brand audit. Always remember to click a before and after picture from the same spot. It gives a lot of motivation to a lot of people. Weigh your waste, how much waste you collected for your own motivation, and don't be shy to spread the word in digital media. What many people do is they, they're very shy to spread the word in social media or anywhere because they don't want to show off. Please show off. This is something to show off about. If you're doing something about waste management, show off. Say no to the surgical gloves and collecting mixed waste. If you're doing a cleanup for a spot and you're collecting mixed waste, it's of no use because you're collecting the waste from one area and dumping it in some other area. Instead, increase the amount of recyclables in that waste and don't generate more waste by using surgical gloves and the plastic bags. Okay, that's about the cleanups. This, I've just put this picture to show you or to motivate you how beautiful it can look, and also to give you an example on what all information you can share. In this cleanup, which was done in Dhikuli village with waste warriors, 31 people from the communities participated. Imagine how much waste each person collected. When we collected 175 kgs, out of which 100 kgs was recyclables and 75 was non-recyclable. And the major brands that pollute that particular area is Ananda, which is a local brand for milk cartons. Then there is Haldiram also, there is Parley. Coca-Cola isn't doing very well in marketing, so it's down below, but PepsiCo is doing very well, ITC and Amul. And Dabur, of course, you can't even see. So you have to suggest to Dabur to do better in marketing in that area. Just kidding. This again is a segregation stall. which we did. So just to let you know, did you all know that there's a World Cleanup Day which happens every year? I guess third Saturday or something in September. But please check out and do a cleanup on World Cleanup Day. We did twice, but these are the segregation stalls we had, and there was a lot of waste which we segregated in terms of brands. So if I'm already not taking enough time, please remember the most important are refuse whoever it is. If they are giving you plastic, they are not doing any good to you or the environment. Start refusing. All the choice is yours. You know, once you start refusing, you will see much cleaner places. Start spreading awareness. And if you have any questions, you can note down the details. Also, I would like to suggest you to visit Waste Warriors website, where they have publications for free for you to dig up for more knowledge. And now if you have any questions in particular, you can shoot it on the chat box. Mhm, mhm. Mm. Yes. You're welcome. Yes. Sure, sure, sure. I'm already there. Uh, Thank you so much, Nandan, for actually getting to me to talk about trash, because it's been lot of time I've not talked. So the first thing I want to tell everyone who joined, thank you so much for participating and also thinking about waste as a subject. Trust me, one by one step at a time, everybody has to do it. So I have a question from Shrikant Nair. How about the plastic tumblers which are microwave oven safe? Are they really safe? So as I mentioned, Shrikant, the triangle with 5 written in between, if you have that in your microwave safe dish, then you may use it. Try avoid all these things, because eventually it will affect your environment once you throw it. Okay, for you that 5 number would be safe, but most of these microwave oven dishes are made locally these days and they are not safe. So think about the triangle. Then we have used, Ajay Amaria has asked what can be used as alternative of surgical glove so as to keep volunteers safe while cleanup drives. So Ajay, we have alternatives of these very beautiful gloves. One side they are rubber, one side they are cloth, or even rubber gloves. They are as cheap as 35 rupees if you buy in bulk. So if you do these activities, actually, I have this glove for myself every time. So I request everyone to buy these reusable gloves. If you're doing lot of cleanups in your areas, then keep like 12 gloves in handy. They're just 30 rupees, 35 rupees in the market. Okay, they can be for 1 year or 2 years. You can continue using them. Uh, Thanking all of you who liked the webinar. Uh, Trying to see what other questions we have. Have I missed any question? If you'd like to know about any particular ways, please ask now. But I guess there were only two questions. Am I missing something? Please shoot the question now. Oh,
Hey, hi, Nikita. Hey, this is
hi,
Vivek
Vivek.
speaking. Hey,
Yeah, Vivek.
so
Sorry, I
so
missed the
sorry.
webinar.
Yeah, I couldn't attend your talk because I was traveling. I just got in suddenly.
Okay.
But so I just had a couple of things to ask. So yeah, I mean, I've been going through your Waste Warriors and things like that, but and it's some really cool work that you've been doing. But my major concern was, when we talk about plastic free and zero waste lifestyle and so on. I don't know exactly
Mhm.
what you've spoken here, but I'm just going to ask anyway. So
Okay.
I mean, a lot of these things that we talk about, like when we talk about non-plastic brushes or wooden brushes and so on, these things are like really expensive, right? So I mean, a lot of these things that when we talk about a zero waste lifestyle and so on, it's mostly it's focused on the more privileged part of the society. Is there any way that you can think about
That's
how
true.
this can get down into the society that the rest of the society, the non-privileged people, because a plastic brush, I mean a bamboo brush costs like what, some 130 rupees or whatever,
200
and you can get a
sometimes.
normal brush for like 20 bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it gets very difficult for a normal person to move into such a lifestyle. So I mean, what do you think about
I
that?
definitely agree to that, Vivek. And that is why I don't
Yeah.
support these products in this webinar. I didn't talk about changing your lifestyle. More or less, I only talked about how
Okay.
you can manage the waste that you're producing right now, reducing and refusing whatever you can. So, of course, as you start your morning, you
Mhm.
start up with a brush and everything. So, I'm not talking about that you have to stop using that, go zero waste. But maybe down the line, if you are able to purchase these things, it's not bad. But that is not something which you have to keep in mind. You just have to keep in mind that you're using different kind of dustbins and not mixing your waste.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. True. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Basically, I missed a lot of what you said. So yeah.
I will make sure
But
that I
anyway, that's
send you my
really
PPT.
well. That'll be great. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vivek.
uh, yeah. Thanks, Nikita. Yeah. Great. Um.
Yes. Uh-huh. Yes. Go ahead. Nandan, I'm not able to get you clearly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. For plastic, so it depends for what you are going to use. So if it's for tiffin box, you can go for steel boxes. If you know different kind of things. So if you can give me your example, what are you trying to replace here? Anything made of glass, anything made of steel or copper is good for use for any kind of food items you want to pack or anything. But if you are using plastic as bulk material, of course it will be cheaper. But you can go for pouring ke liye, you can use wood or something like that. But I'm not sure what you want to replace. So whenever you want to replace something, just ask me. Oh, generally glass and metal is fine. Recycled glass. See, why I'm saying glass is that you can continue using n number of times. If you don't break it, you can continue using it for n number of times. Yes, it is difficult to recycle it because it takes a lot of energy. But glass is an alternative because it's safe for your health. All that waste, see, if you collect a lot of waste, then you can find and get involved with some local recyclers, the local scrap dealers, and ask them. Don't take money from them for this waste you collected. Just ask them if you can, if this waste is recyclable and you've collected it in separate bags, he can just take it away. So you have to just find your recycler, and the non-recyclables have to be given to the Nagar Palika, the municipal corporation. Yes, so as I mentioned, only the multi-layer plastic, that is the chips packets, are because they can't be recycled. So the has given government orders to many states to use this instead of bitumen to be used in road construction. So many places in South India actually have started it, but the problem lies with where will these contractors find so much of its packets. So these need to be stored in a big store separately, animal proof and rain proof, so that they can start using it. So just to give you an example, Waste Warriors in 4 or 5 years, they have collected more than 10,000 kgs of plastic, just the multi-layer plastic. And we were only able to stuff 1,500 kg in a 19 feet truck we sent to petroleum. So that's a big challenge here, but otherwise you have to just use the local landfill. That is not a sustainable way. But if you have to choose from one, if you have to choose from burning or dumping, I would suggest dumping more than burning, because scientifically proven and is more harmful than dumping the waste. Yes, of course there are. The plastic produces leachate that contaminates your soil and water, and over time that water will be non-drinkable. Any landfill area, if you go, if you get a chance to use this TDS meter or any kind of, to check the purity of water, you must check water purity around the dumping yard. We have a question here. Abhin Sunil has asked, isn't candy wrappers and such small plastic packeted items a big problem? What could we do about such things? It is a huge problem. Candy wrappers, small plastic, the gutka, that pan masala and everything, they are the biggest problem. To do cleanups. It's difficult to clean that up. It takes a lot of time. What you can do about this is don't eat it. Let your kids eat it. Um, there are so many alternatives. Of course, it will be difficult for